The Wealthy Life is brought to you by investment dealer Raymond James. Life well planned. See what a Raymond James advisor can do for you.
When you have money to save, where do you put it? That's a question I got in an email from Allison. Dear Sybil, I can only afford to save $5,000 per year and want to ensure I make the best choice to grow my money for retirement. I'm 30 years old, earn $36,000 a year. I'd like to retire at 60, but realize I may have to work till 65 or 70. Does an RRSP make sense, or what about a tax-free savings account? Well, this is a great question, Allison, and I get asked this quite a bit. First, you need to understand what is the difference between an RRSP and a tax-free savings. Both accounts are just accounts. You have the same investment choices in either or. A lot of people get confused by this. They think the RSP or the tax-free savings is a type of investment on its own, but it's not. So think of each as a bucket or an account that you can put money into and invest it in either stocks, bonds, mutual funds, GICs, or a number of things. So the same investments in both. Now, a RRSP, tax-wise, is a little bit different. So with an RRSP, you can put money in and you get to claim whatever you put in as a deduction on your tax return. So a lot of people love this because they get a tax refund. Yay! Well, it's not so good if they spend the refund, but we'll get to that later. And there is a catch. When you retire, all that money that you put into the RRSP, although it did compound and grow tax deferred over the years, when you go to spend it, when you need it, all of a sudden, all that income is taxable. Now, a tax-free savings account works a little bit different. When you put money in, there's no tax deduction, so no refund. But when you go to spend it when you need it later, there's no tax on it. So it continues to grow and compound tax-free. So let's walk through a hypothetical example for you. You said that you've got $5,000 per year to invest. Now I'm going to have to make a few assumptions here. Let's say you can earn 6% on your money in either an RSP or a tax-free savings, and that you're currently in about a 20% tax bracket. So $5,000 per year at 6% rate of return over 30 years grows to a total of $395,000. So you're on the right track just by saving. So keep up the good work. So where do you put it? If you were to put it into an RSP and were disciplined enough to take the $1,000 tax refund that you get, because that's 20% of what you put in, and invest that into a tax-free savings account, then you'd still end up with the $395,000 in your RSP, but plus $79,000 in a tax-free savings account. Now, at the end of the day, when you go to withdraw it, bottom line is they're about the same. Because when you pull out of your RSP, it's going to be taxable. That $395,000 is going to be taxable. But then you have $79,000 in a tax-free account to offset. When you put it into a tax-free savings, it's non-taxable. And really, in your scenario, in your tax bracket, it's designed to be break even. So to help you make that choice, the bottom line is, if you're disciplined enough to take your tax refund from putting the money into an RSP, then go ahead and do that. If you're not disciplined, do the tax-free savings account instead. It will protect you in the long run. Hopefully that answers your question.